August 6th, 1945, 8:15 in the morning. Hiroshima was alive. Shops were open. Workers were heading to their jobs. Children were walking to school. Nobody knew that just 1 minute later, everything would change forever. World War II was nearing its end. Germany had already surrendered, but Japan still refused. Hiroshima was one of the few cities left untouched, and people felt safe. But at 8:16 a.m., the sun became 2. The United States dropped an atomic bomb with the code name Little Boy. The name was chosen because of the bomb's long, thin design. Just 3 days later, another bomb was dropped on Nagasaki with the code name Fat Man, named after its round, larger shape. These were simply code names for identification, with no deeper meaning. When Little Boy detonated 600 meters above the city, a blinding white flash lit the sky. Temperatures reached thousands of degrees Celsius. Within a 5-kilometer radius, everything was erased. People literally evaporated, leaving only their shadows burned onto the walls. In the next 5 kilometers, survivors were choking in clouds of radioactive dust. Many had to lie flat on the ground to catch their breath, even though the ground itself was nearly 50 degrees Celsius and burning their skin. It was still better than suffocating. Those farther away ran desperately to the rivers. Many drowned while trying to escape. Others drank from the water, poisoned by the radioactive black rain that soon began to fall. Most of them did not survive. Hospitals were gone. Doctors and nurses were dead or injured. There was no medicine, no clean water, no food. The streets were filled with screams. Children searched for their parents, families for their loved ones. On August 9th, just 3 days later, the second bomb, Fat Man, was dropped on Nagasaki, killing tens of thousands more. Finally, on August 15th, Emperor Hirohito spoke on the radio. For the first time, the Japanese people heard his voice. He announced Japan's surrender, and World War II came to an end. But the suffering continued. Survivors, known in Japanese as Hibakusha, lived with radiation sickness, cancers, genetic defects, and illnesses passed on to future generations. Today, Hiroshima and Nagasaki have been rebuilt. Yet every year, on August 6th, people gather at the Peace Memorial, light candles, and pray that no city will ever again see the rise of a second sun. If you found this story powerful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments.